Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
And I'm Ross.
And we have special guests tonight. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Frank. Frank Irons. I've been here before.
You've been here before, but, you know, for people that are watching, we've got 82 subscribers now, you know, just freaking climbing up the ranks on YouTube.
Well, do you tell people to smash that like button and ring that bell?
We do tell them to smash, and I'll have you remind them at the end of this video.
Okay.
But today we are doing a special episode. This is one of our From the Cellar episodes. So if you haven't seen our video from back in March of 2020, 2021?
2021.
Yeah. We actually got about, I don't know, 130 beers off of some dude who was selling them off of a Facebook group. And these three are actually from that lot. So I am pretty sure that these three beers, based on the rest of the stuff that was in that lot, are from 2017. It seems that way.
This one might be older just from the fading compared to the other two, but yeah, I'm going to guess 2017.
I think 2017. So these are three Imperial Stouts from Prairie Artisan Ales. I've never had anything with Prairie. Have you guys?
I have. I've had some versions of Bomb, which is what we're doing.
Yeah. Wow.
I just don't remember which ones I've had.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't say for certain which one. But.
Yeah. So we're going to kick this first one off here. You saw us pour all these out. We're going to kick this first one off. It is the Deconstructed Bomb. This is their vanilla version of their bomb. So this is an Imperial Stout aged just on vanilla. So
Perfect.
It's going to be a stout with vanilla. That's, you know, kind of one of my favorite adjuncts in a beer. So let's get a little nose on the Prairie Bomb vanilla. It still smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's gone bad if it's 4 years old.
Get that little sweetness from the vanilla.
Yeah, there's a little vanilla hint to it.
Yeah, just a faint sweetness, nothing overpowering.
Given the time of the year, it's weird to smell an Imperial Stout without like that bourbon or like some sort of aging.
So used to smelling that at this point.
So you really just get the vanilla characteristics more so than anything else because there's not really much fighting it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of smokiness on it too. I'm getting like a little bit of like a stout smokiness to it.
Having just spent a week in Mexico, this looks and smells wildly different than the Mexican lagers I've been drinking for the last week.
I hope it tastes different. All right, gentlemen,
All right.
cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So, I don't know about you guys, I'm not getting a ton of vanilla. I get a little bit on the back end, it's there. Some sharpness actually towards this. I mean, I'm not really exactly sure what that is, but
The back end is almost like a bit of an astringent note or something like that on the back end, just a little bit.
I wanted smoky is what kind of jumps out to me. It's oddly smoky. I mean, to me, the vanilla hit me right up front. I got like an initial burst of sweetness that quickly faded to, a sharp smokiness almost, or tobacco-y taste.
There's definitely a strong sweetness on the front still. I think it probably is vanilla, but it's not clearly vanilla. Like, it's not like some beers I've had where vanilla is very clearly vanilla. This is just kind of a hit of sweetness. I don't know what it is, but
I mean, I like it. I mean, it's not
clean.
It's it's clean. It's smooth. I'm enjoying it. I was hoping for a little bit more, given it as a vanilla one. Again, the bomb's a very kind of used to be very, very, very sought after. Not that it's not anymore, but it's just a little bit more available. Than it used to be in the past.
I don't know. Something like this, I'm putting on Untappd 3.75. I think that's a good score for this beer. I think it's good. I mean, for an Imperial Stout, it's not bourbon barrel aged. It's just a strong stout. And it comes in at what? What's the ABV on this? 11.8. Okay. So, I mean, it's a heavy beer. Yeah, I think, you know, there's that little alcohol sharpness to it. But it's good. I would put it at 3.75. I think it's a decent beer.
I think I'd go a little closer, somewhere 3.25, 3.5, I think.
Okay.
I'm actually going closer along with. I'm going to say 3.25. Okay. It's good. It's tasty. This is just within this style, being a vanilla. There's so many other ones I would prefer more. I don't have I can't comfortably go over 3.25 at this one. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What do we got next?
What's up next, Frank?
All right, we've got the Christmas Bomb, which is the Imperial Stout brewed with spices. It clocks in at 13% ABV.
What spices?
It does not say.
I love when beer is like spices. Okay.
Spices.
Yeah. Hey, here's some spice.
Some habanero, some cumin. We'll see what's all in there. No.
Santa threw some spices in there for you.
It does have a very fun label, though, of 2 pictures of Santa Claus and a nice Christmas scene. And you have to spot the 14 differences between the 2 labels. So that's a fun little game with your beers.
And the more of it you drink, the harder that becomes.
And this one comes in also with a lemonade?
I said, what did I say?
Oh, did you? Okay.
That looks heavier. 13?
13.
13.
Okay. I missed that. My bad.
All right. Should we get a little nose on the Christmas bomb? We think from 2017.
Whoa, that's spicy.
Ooh.
Oh,
you might have been close with those spices.
Welcome to the cinnamon bomb.
Lord.
Welcome to the cinnamon bomb.
That is a very strong nose of...
Whoa.
That smells like a gingerbread cookie.
It does, actually.
But spicier somehow.
Is it cinnamon? I think it's cinnamon.
I think cinnamon.
Yeah.
And cinnamon in heavy alcoholic spices comes off spicy.
Yeah, it does.
It just kind of does.
That's mostly the note. There's a little bit of like stout sweetness behind it, but you don't get like the... I'm not getting any of like the smoky characteristics of the vanilla, because I think that cinnamon is just bam.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting. So.
Okay, well.
All right.
Cheers, gents.
Cheers, boys.
Generally not a fan of cinnamon in beer, but we'll see how we do.
I mean, it's cinnamon.
It's more subdued than I was expecting, though. I mean, personally for me, like I was expecting a lot more just based on what I was getting in the nose. It's a little smoother than I was expecting.
It's a holiday beer. I mean, this fits that holiday category. I could see busting this open on a holiday, on Christmas.
Cinnamon, molasses. It does taste a lot like a gingerbread cookie.
It is a little bit more viscous than the vanilla was. I feel like it's just a little bit more syrupy, a little bit more viscous than...
A little flatter, too. I don't know if it's lost some of its carbonation
Maybe.
over time. This is a little undercarbed, in my opinion.
That's fair, actually. That's a good point.
But, like, the cinnamon actually almost burns the tongue a little bit. Like, there's, like, that, like, almost, like, carbonated, like, burn that comes with it. And I think that's the cinnamon characteristics to this beer.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Honestly, for a cinnamon beer, I'm not upset with this. In fact...
A good amount of cinnamon, too, if you tip your glass to the bottom, you notice.
I'm actually kind of surprised how much I like this. I don't think it's great, but I'm surprised how much I like it. Let me rephrase. It's not a bad beer for someone who likes cinnamon in beer.
Yeah,
I don't like cinnamon in beer, therefore I'm not as thrilled with this, but I could see why someone would like it.
That's a fair point. I'm not liking it all that much. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like, I don't want to sit there and say it's like a bad beer. It's just a cinnamon taste I'm not really enjoying. If I'm putting this on Untappd, I'm probably going 2.75.
Ooh.
So.
Ouch.
I was probably going to go around 2.5, 2.75 in there. It's just, again, this is a very much personal preference for me. Cinnamon in beer is very hit or miss to me. And this is more of a miss than a hit for me. So.
Well, mine is in a Horny Goat glass, which gives it a little bit of a bump up from you automatically. So, doesn't it?
How's Horny Goat doing?
Yeah, not great. Not great.
Those bacon tacos that one time, though.
God. Sorry, Horny Goat. But I would actually put this at a 3. I think it's right down the middle. It's not fantastic. It's not a bad beer. I think 3 is a fair score. I understand where you guys rated it, but I'm going to put it at a 3.
So last, but hopefully not least, we have the Birthday Bomb. So this one is Imperial Stout aged in coffee, cocoa nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers. And this one also comes in at 13%. So we just had one that said spices. Now we have one that specifically states chili peppers. So I'm expecting we're kicking that spice.
If on your birthday you want a whole bunch of shit in your beer, this is the one to choose.
So I ask for every year.
That's right. Yep. Just give me a bunch of shit in my beer. All right. Let's get a little nose on the Birthday Bomb.
Breathe in deep enough, you get some of that pepper scent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty subdued on the nose, though.
No, it's not overly spicy.
Again, we just had that Christmas bomb, which was extremely fragrant, so I don't know how much that kills the nose on this. I am getting a little pepper.
I am, too. I'm getting that pepper. I'm getting that chili. I'm not getting none of the other variants, though. I'm getting no vanilla, no coffee. Maybe a little bit of coffee's that bitterness, but...
Yeah, I think there's a little coffee there. I think it's more pepper heavy, but I think it's coffee bitterness with that pepper note. I'm not getting really chocolate or fudge or anything like that.
It's chili peppers the only notes I'm picking up out of there.
All right, well, Give it a go.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Ooh, the pepper kicks in at the end. It's a little bit late, but it's there.
I'm not getting much of it. Ooh, yeah. Okay, it's there.
The adjunct I'm actually getting the most on the palate is the vanilla.
That's what I was going to say. I taste more vanilla than anything.
The vanilla's really good in this one.
Very smooth, adding a really nice smoothness, sweetness to it. A little bit of that pepper on the back end. No heat, which is good.
It's a little bit of heat, like a little bit of spiciness on the back of your throat, but it's not heavy. Like, I've had beers with peppers in it that are like...
Yeah.
That are almost intolerable because it's like, oh my god, how can I drink any more of this? But
it's right there in the back end, just kind of like reminding you it's there. It's a nice little surprise at the end. But like, because for me, I'm not getting any of the coffee. I'm not really getting the chocolate. It's really just vanilla and then just a little bit of spice right at the back end.
Yeah. The coffee. I mean, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I'm not a big fan of coffee and beer. I can be depending how it's done. But yeah, usually I can pick the coffee taste out. I can in here. It's all vanilla with that little bit of a chili pepper back end. It's nice.
Because I know there's coffee in there, I can pick up a little bit of it, but it's mostly, I think to your point, there's like a fudgy vanilla note to it and then pepper out the back end. That's really what it is at this point. What is this one coming in as on an ABV scale?
13.
13, okay. So another heavy one.
Yeah, and as you said, chili peppers in beer can be...
really hit or miss.
Hit or miss. I mean, sometimes, and this is definitely more of a hit. It adds a nice little flavor, a nice little kick, but it's... I've had beers that are just downright spicy. This isn't that.
Yeah. So what would you rate it, Frank?
If I were going on Untappd, I'd probably put this at a 3.75 to a 4, I think. I actually really like this one. Vanilla is one of my favorite adjuncts in beers. I love the taste and the smoothness it adds, and that's what I'm getting most out of this one. So, of the three we had, this one's by far my favorite.
Okay.
I'm going 3.75 too. I mean, Frank and I have been pretty much right in line this whole time. I mean, I think part of the reason I'm giving this 3.75 is I'm surprised because after the first two, I'm like, oh god, we got to drink one with pepper at the end, like this. I was kind of almost like dreading it, and now I'm really enjoying it.
I'm gonna give it a 3.75 too.
Perfect.
Straight across the board, 3.75. I think it's a good beer. It might have a slight tick up on the vanilla, but not enough to give it a 4. I think for me. So I think it's a good beer. It's decent.
Well done.
So, all right. Our first little shot at some stuff from Prairie Artisan Ales, not a Wisconsin brewery, but one that we had in our beer hall from back in March. So, Frank, what should the people do?
People should drink beer. But they should also check out MilwaukeeWings.com.
Oh, geez. Okay, that wasn't what I meant. But what should they do on YouTube?
Hit that like button, ring that bell, subscribe, like, all that good YouTube stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. You did that really well. So,
on my second try.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. We'd love you to subscribe because we're releasing content weekly. And during the month of December here, we're releasing a ton of stuff. So, a lot more where this came from. Check out the rest of our social media channels. We're on Untappd. We're on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. So find us there. Thank you. And we'll see you in a future episode.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.